Okay, everybody, this is a special recording because I'm going to tell a joke. And of course, the joke is going to have a moral to it, a lesson in it, but it's a good joke too. Actually, I saw a celebrity, I won't mention his name, recently tell this joke, and I was a little bit miffed because I'm like, hey, I've been telling that joke for years, and now everybody's going to know it. But that's okay. So the joke is, there is an avid ice fisherman. And it's been a while since he's been able to fish, and he is just determined. This morning, he's going to get up, he's going to go have an incredible day out on the ice, and he's going to catch all these fish, and he's just got this beautiful vision set out for himself. And so he gathers up all his gear and he gets on out there, and it's early, early, early in the morning. And he finds this beautiful piece of ice and he starts walking out there and bringing all his stuff, and kind of notices some strange things about the location. But he's like, oh, this must be just a kind of a new setup here. And so he just keeps kind of getting himself set up. So he's got his gear all set up now, and he grabs that axe that they use and he goes, takes that first swing on the ice to break it open. And all of a sudden he hears this voice and it says, "There are no fish under the ice." And he kind of pauses for a second. It's super early, so he's kind of questioning. He's like, am I making this up in my head? I don't know what just happened. Just kind of brushes it off. So he goes again and he grabs the axe and he goes, and again he hears, "There are no fish under the ice." And he pauses again, and this time he's certain he's heard something, but he decides, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. There's fish under this ice. So he grabs it. Goes, "I said there are no fish under the ice." And this time looks around and he says, "God, is that you?" "No, this is the ice rink manager. There are no fish under the ice." Okay. So, what's the moral of the story though? We take the joke and now let's reflect on it a minute, because how often do we get so laser focused, so just locked in with determination, with the blinders on, we're in that push, 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 push energy, that we miss the cues that are all around us. We miss the seats that are lined up for all of the people that are putting on their ice skates. We miss the Zamboni or whatever it is parked off in the distance. We miss all of these things because there is so much drive and determination. There is a lot of positive in determination. But if it overrides our signals, if it overrides our intuition, if it overrides those messages that we're receiving, then there's something we need to shift. Some examples of where things can be coming up: you have these projects that just keep hitting walls, or a relationship's not flowing, or you have this opportunity that you thought was perfect and yet somehow it's not coming together. So sometimes that's just a little bit of let's call it, for lack of a better word, a test to get us to continue pushing through and show that determination. But other times it isn't a need for us to say, hey, maybe something's off here. And so how do you do that? How do you know? Well, first and foremost is you get out of the push for a moment. You get out of the will. You put aside all of the attachment. We've talked about that before. You kind of let everything disperse. You sit on that ice and you take a deep breath and you look at your surroundings and you feel yourself in peace for a moment. And then you can actually check back in and kind of lean in and now say, okay, here I am. Oh, wow. I'm on a freaking ice rink right now. I'm not even on a lake. It could be that obvious. Or it could be more subtle and say, okay, I'm on the lake, and yet I'm not in the part of the lake I was meant to be. Or here I am. This is what I need to adjust. There's these few little, the 2-degree shifts I need to make in order to get back in the flow and in order to get back in the alignment. So there's no one right answer when things aren't coming together fluidly and easily. There's no one right answer. But the one very clear thing is is that if you're locked in and just focused and determined and push, you may end up getting where you are hoping to get, but at what cost? And very likely you may be somewhere you're not even meant to be. And you won't know that if you're in that push mode. So give yourself a moment to check in. If there's something that's not flowing easily for you right now, or is not feeling expansive, check in with yourself. Give yourself a moment to pause, take a breath, release the attachment, release any energy of lack, like there's not enough lakes out there. Release any of that. And then when you're in that place where it's just pure and peaceful and abundant and expansive inside, then take a look. Allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to see the messages that are all around you, because they're there.